I think it worked for apparel too, so yeah, I got the plug, so just let me know.
I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed.
When you was trying to go to Vegas?
Footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never be rich, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Let me go ride.
No. I was trying to go for Memorial Day, not Memorial Day. It is a Memorial Day in May, right? Yeah, Memorial Day. No, well, you see the teams, but you don't know the schedule.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial.
Nah, we got like a franchise. It's like a franchise. So we drafted our teams and shit, and everybody got a
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Under 10. Hey, we're good.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Jahan, 180. 300. Pilot, 64. Weak.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
X3, 218, chopper. Listen to me. Hey, exit. Hey, Ringo, 48. Wait, hot.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
58, right?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Go! Topper! 58's the mark.
Third and goal for Cousins. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a first down throw. Locke. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck. It's Kelsey on the ground. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Throwing again is Luck.
What?
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Yo.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Zebra. Hey, orbit. All right,
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10. 6-yard line. Hey, Bravo. That's right, baby.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up.
You ain't doing nothing today. 36. Gun.
On 3rd down, Cousins looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
Yo,
if there's
what
contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Love.
Pick it off!
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Love. He's got the hook up to Lee. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down. Completes it to Lee. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Luck on 1st down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A shotgun snap for Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this 1st half. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Like
Come on, what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
I wasn't even playing.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Really
it hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gun.
Yeah.
Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Cousins on 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Leave it, bring up 48.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch out. 5. 61, matchbox lights.
A first down throw for Cousins. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Shit. 2. 22 jet bomber. First. Smooth.
They'll throw again. Cousins. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. To the air again, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Why is Ryan Shazier in that wide receiver? What is going on? Yo, what is going on? Bro, Ryan Shazier is playing wide receiver for my team right now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Come on now, let's go.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 29, Luck. It's caught by Sanders. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And it's complete to Kelsey.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards him. Maybe that's why he's having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
Come on, man, you gotta fly.
One-handed grab. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's a safety.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing his Luck.
Oh, my God.
He can't quite pick
my
it.
God.
No interception so far.
God.
That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Oh, my God. Who is this nigga? Why my safety retire?
Here's Thomas Morstead
Not for this.
now, as he should be able to pin him back
to the
deep here with his
crib.
first punt.
Oh, my Lord.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can show
That's how you run the football. That's how the white man runs the football.
Now Can the offense do what
That's
they
how the white
wanted
man
to
run
do
the
in the
football.
half,
What do you
which
say,
is
the longest yard?
find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Up at the 29 now. They'll
Seal
head to
him,
the
seal
line.
him, seal him,
Second
seal
and
him.
a
See you
yard.
later.
They'll have a
Block
first
him.
down
You gotta
past
block.
the 40.
You gotta block.
And he'll get
What are
this
you
down
doing?
to the 39-yard
You gotta
line.
block downfield for your
He's
running
able to
back.
rip off 32
Simple
on that
football.
one.
What are
It's
you
a first
doing?
down. So how about that?
You block
for
to the
chain
play is
mover? They're all
over.
the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
Until he stopped me.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
Push the teammate forward.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. This is caught.
You gotta make him miss.
And
You
boy,
have to
he
make
is
him
very
miss.
close
You gotta
to a
get.
first
You gotta
down,
get
but
a
from where
yard.
they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Gun. Mike 58, right there. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 15. Hey, we're good. We're good.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
We go, Larry.
And he finds Fitzgerald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Cousins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins.
Go to way.
And he's going to go down.
Kirk
Back at
Cousins
the
is
27-yard line. He's sacked. Fletcher Cox,
Oh
the
my
former
God,
Mississippi
bro.
State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Football. I gotta start bouncing around.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
I'll take a time.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey.
Seal. Oh,
I'll take
a touchdown. Let's go, white man run the football.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Let's go.
25 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
He got 6 points off the board. Very undisciplined.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Very undisciplined football.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
I'm on some real Chris Boswell shit, bro. Real Chris. This is very Chris Boswell of him.
PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out
every
to
other
kick
year
this
ass
one
nigga.
off.
Can't believe he
Feeling
gave
about a
nigga
yard deep.
Kill him, please.
And he'll get it up past the
7
20
points
to the
I let off the board
22-yard
now.
line.
7. Jesus Christ. This shit is perfect.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down,
That's
it's
it.
Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Rushing.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Throwing on second down.
That's a pick.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. On first down, Richard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go to Kelsey.
Hey, dude.
Luck now to throw.
That's a pick. Thank you. I've been calling it out all day, and I'm going to the crib with it. Don't get caught by the fat white man. Ever. I don't get caught by white people. Go watch my highlight tape. If I'm in the open field, that's a touchdown like Madden. Let's go. I play football. I'm an all-state DB. Are you dumb?
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
I score on defense every game.
Not just by out-athleting them, which
Ask
is
about me,
often the
nigga.
case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gun. Hey, Echo.
Call a play.
Following the interception, Cousins. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Yeah, so
fielded about a
if you
yard
go by
deep.
the game, it'll say.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Purchase with EA Access. And EA Access is like $34.99 for the year, and you get like all EA Sports games for the year. You feel me? Or you could get it, or you could just pay for it.
The Charger drive about to get
going.
It's
like a Netflix
and
one.
last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously,
Throw that up. Nothing.
Comes and the Steelers take him down.
know
down
every
under 2
every
minutes to
playbook.
go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
Miles, you got to get there.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go get him, Miles.
To try again after the snap. Luck, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Oh, look at Randy Moss, son! Look at Randy Moss, son!
And he's going to take it in.
I just got him in the draft, man. LSU, he's a stud.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Every time.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
I guess when it was raining, he asked out. He was
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. It's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Play action. It's Love.
Look at McCourty. Look at McCourty. He's a DB.
Intercepted for a third time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Excuse me. I'm going this way.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20.
I pay for seats in the first row. That's his lead.
It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
I'm sorry. I got to run it. I might miss the
And
field
that
goal.
one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown.
No, I don't think so.
Door closed, locked, reinforced.
I drink it, though.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Isn't there crab leg?
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last throw here for Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
It's a good tackle, Ryan. All that to score 3 points.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Pittsburgh, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You gotta be a game manager. No turnovers. You gotta be a game manager. You're playing with a nigga that's not even in the league no more. I'll take 119. 11 yards a carry. That's tough. I'm back on my card shit.